हेलो एवरीवन। आज फाइनल डे है मेरा जाने का और मैं नाइट लाइट जला के पड़ी हुई हूँ। समय हो रहा है अराउंड 11 o'clock और अब मैं सो जाऊँगी थोड़ी देर में शायद। मैं कोशिश तो करूँगी सोने की, दैट इज़ फॉर श्योर। सो या not a hectic day, very hectic day and अभी कहाँ से स्टार्ट करूँ। मेरा आज का मॉर्निंग हेक्टिक नहीं थी, विच वॉज द ओनली डिफरेंस विद लाइक अदर डेज। एंड सिंस आई एम अ जनरली वेरी सॉर्टेड पर्सन, सो मैं एक्चुअली कल पूरे दिन आई वाज ट्राइंग टू सर्च फॉर ओपन क्लिनिक्स एंड ओपन बैंक्स। जिसमें मेरा कल आधा दिन निकल गया था पर मुझे कुछ नहीं मिला। And like, just let me switch it to English because this is important for everyone. Okay, so we all know if you're gonna come back from Korea to India and if you're not having the RT-PCR tests, it is a problem. It is a problem because they will not allow you to board the plane. Yeah, that you cannot board the plane if you don't have RT-PCR. That is negative. So I was searching for a bank yesterday to get my money exchange and go to a clinic. Couldn't find a bank or an exchange hub, and then couldn't find a clinic that was open. Instead, I went around here and there in Seoul, and I am actually kind of impressed. I have seen things here. I've not seen the typical touristy things here, but I've seen things that I really wanted to see actually in Seoul and bought the things that I really wanted to buy. So I am satisfied with that, but I was trying to search for this bank and this centers and here and there, and I was also talking with Arushi. She was trying to search as well. Things are going like that, and we had some conversations other than that, and then I slept it for today, and I said, okay, today I'll do it no matter what. And I went to the so in the morning I sat down with my host and I said, I don't think it's going to be hectic today, so I'm probably going to take a Seoul city bus, which actually makes it very easy for you to roam around the city. In 80 or 90 minutes you'll see the entirety of Seoul in high speed, which is a good choice considering like I am Indian and I would prefer to see everything before I leave. So I said, okay, what I'll do is I'll change the money and then I'll go to the what do you call that in English, the healthcare center, and then I'll just get the RT-PCR done, which is as simple as that. I'll pay the money and I'll get it done, and then I'll go to that Guangzhou Shijang, that place. From there, it's close by to get to the Seoul City bus starting point. So I was planning like that, and then suddenly I went to the. So I got the. So I since I wanted to wash my hair, which was very oily, so I washed it and I came and I just kind of relaxed because last 4 days were very hectic, and I don't like hectic tourism. The only reason why I chose to be in this place was because it gave me peace, and it still does. It is very calming to stay here. But at the same time, it was becoming very hectic because every day I get up at 9, 8:39, and 8:30 means like Indian time 5 o'clock. I'm waking up at 5 o'clock, sleeping like 2 o'clock, sleeping like 5 hours. So today I slept in till like 9:30ish, and then the day continued. Yes, things happened, small things, big things, everything happened. And then I realized, okay, fine, maybe I am wrong. This is going to be a better day than I'm expecting it to be. But so I went to the bank, which is like walk down the lane. I walked, and then I sat there, and so during earlier in Korea, it wasn't like this. They had told me that during lunch hours, somebody only like three, so like only half the people would go to lunch in like first hour, and then half of them in the other hour, and the work wouldn't get impacted. But now it has changed to like everybody getting lunchtime at the same time, which makes it very difficult for a person like me or anybody who is like busy, had to reach out to the place in the lunchtime to go out and just reach to them. So And it's not like India. Like in India, what we do, if somebody's having lunch and it's very very important, we oblige them. They're like, please do this, we'll pay you extra money, or please do this, I really need to go to some other place, please please please. It would be really kind of you in this, like that. Obviously SBI won't do it, but other banks would, and that's how it generally worked. But like suddenly, so nobody was there. So my number was 56, and then queue had 50 number, like the 51, and there was only two counters open out of like eight. So there, after like 15-20 minutes, I got money exchanged, and then I realized, and then she also helped me changing a lot of coins into like a lot of bigger notes, which helped me do a few things here and there while I was so lost today. Then I went to the Socho healthcare public healthcare center, and there I had a word with everyone. And first, it's very difficult to navigate in hospitals without any help. Second, I was literally all alone. I was navigating, I was doing things, and I went there, and there it was written, we don't do COVID tests for certain visas, and that visa had my visa in it. So I called my Airbnb. I was like, yeah, they don't do it here. So she's like, okay, I'll give you another place, you go there. So I gave her another, so she gave me another place. It was close by to my apartment, so I had to just take a bus and come to my apartment. I could have walked, but it would take me like 20 minutes. So I just took a bus and I got down, and then I had to search for that place, and that place was on the third floor. So now you see in Seoul everything is glassed because it's cold, so the glass doesn't allow the heat to get in, or the wind or the heat to go out, right? The freezing winds to get in and heat to go out, but you don't understand. So I asked somebody here and there, like, I wanted to go upstairs, how do I go upstairs? And then I went upstairs, and there it started. There were, and that time they were in lunch. So I went in lunch for three places, for like the bank, the first health center, and the second health center. Second health center, I waited for 15 minutes. When they came back, so I started conversating. They said, okay, we will give you the result in the morning. I said, okay, but if you give me in the morning, just mail it to me. I will read the mail and I will use it. No, we cannot mail it to you. You will have to. So like, no, I have to get in the plane by 11:40. You need to give it to me by 9:30 so that I'm able to get in the plane. So then, no. We gave it in. We can only give you, and we can't mail it to you. You have to take it from here. I'm like, this is not happening, and that triggered anxiety in me. And then everything started going downhill. So I called her, my host, and I was like, oh my god, I think they don't do it. And she had a lot of conversations. She called Indian consulate, she called Korean consulate, she called everybody, and we were a mess. And then she reached out to a lot of people. Then somebody told her, okay, you call there, and then she finally reached to a place. I will take the name of the place. It's kind of like very difficult English. I'll try. It's called. Just a minute. I'll hold this and I'll just come back. So it's called CGNE Medical Center, and people can correct me if it's wrong. So this place is only developed for like fast RT-PCR tests like we generally have in India. They take about 7,000 rupees for a test, but they were very quick. I went in like 3:15 and I came out at 3:35-ish. So I was very much thankful to the people of that facility that I was able to get it there, and the test was very very important. So I just could not have done without it. Okay, and let me just fix the camera a bit. Okay, and then from there I waited for 6 hours. Then I was so tired because of all this mess, and I started crying because I thought, if I don't get this test by today, I probably cannot go home by tomorrow. And that made me feel like I will have to spend a lot of money again. And it's not about the money, it's the idea of you not being able to go back as a single solo traveler. And this came to me now, that why people don't like to travel alone. There's a lot of people who like, no, you just leave this place and go alone and travel. No, I'll tell you what happens when you travel alone. Whenever you travel alone, reality hits you. you start thinking like stuff like, oh, I don't have anybody to talk to. Who do I talk to? I am an extrovert, but like for introvert people, it'll even hit even more harder because I don't like places with a lot of people when I'm not comfortable with the people around me, and if they don't, you know, like, they don't surround. If I'm not surrounded with people I love, I start questioning my love for myself. It's very difficult to understand, and it's very, very easy to get confused with, false things such as, oh, I'll do it, I can do it, I can do it. And then, oof. And then when I went to Coex alone, and I was seeing people taking each other's photos, and then I was like, I have nobody to take my photos. So I started pointing my camera and doing this. And then everybody just looked at me, and then they turned away. It's because people do that a lot, but at the same time, I didn't have anybody to do that for me. So single traveling is kind of sad. It's the saddest form of travel a person can do. I cannot imagine if I didn't meet so many people. My host, she's amazing. If this was an Airbnb without a host that living there, I would have gone mad, genuine mad, literal mad. My brain would have shut down. I did the best choice that I stayed with a person here because I couldn't navigate. I would have spent too much money in the traveling. And then because my host is Korean and she was kind enough to, understand and, help me out with a lot of fooding, I saved a lot of money. Okay. I didn't, I, in the breakfast kind of a thing, we ate very light things such as easy to cook stuff. And then in the evening, I would either eat things that I've ready to make Indian things. So because if you don't eat Indian once a day and you're Indian, you just kind of feel like, this is not me. This is my body is not feeling fine. I still have a weird kind of a boil, burn on my stomach for some reason. But like, yeah, that happens. And then whenever you travel alone, you start feeling things like, oh, what if I had a friend here? And if I didn't meet Arushi, Ritika, I met something new and I spent such a great day with her. I met Anna and I talked, and I'm an extrovert, so I talked to a lot of people while walking. I met a person who was selling bingsu and I had like an hour conversation with her, like yesterday while trying to search for banks. And I had conversations with almost like random strangers. Because I knew Korean. If you don't know Korean, my god, I cannot even understand how much painful it would have been for like foreigners knowing little to no English and walking around Seoul trying to find their Airbnb. I have to say I would rather not go Japan alone ever, because it was Korea, because I knew I have so many friends here. I came here. I wouldn't have been able to do that if this was um, you know Japan or any other place which does not use English as their primary language. Okay, anyway, so I took the test. I came out. I had a mental breakdown in the car, and my lady driver, my driver was kind enough to tell me that, you know what, oh, you don't need to cry right now. Right now is the time to harden your will and get through the problems. Don't cry. I was like, I generally don't cry, okay, but like I don't. That is the reality. But like right now, I just felt like I couldn't return to my own country. I couldn't meet my mother, and that single thought shattered me in a second, and my brain just went kruk, 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 kruk. I even cried a couple of times with mama while telling her. Abhi bhi main soch ke, even right now I'm getting like a bit teary because it's really hard to understand the kind of pain I went through just by anxiety, okay? And this was plain anxiety, and my host was kind enough to help me through that. I was really blessed. I couldn't have done it without her. I would have literally just gone for that 1 day test, got my flight rescheduled, and fucked up the entire schedule I have. And that's if I could have done that. What if I couldn't have done that also? Oh, it's scary. I don't want to think about that, and I'm not going to think about that because I have to sleep now. thank God, first of all, that I was able to get here. Thank God that I'm able to go out, and I would just pray to God until I sit in the airplane and get back. I'll upload a video back at home. You'll probably hear a lot of noise there, but I'll do that for everyone, because traveling alone has been really eye-opening. At the same time, I didn't really travel alone. I constantly was meeting people. I was constantly meeting people. I was talking to people. And like, those solo trips, those, walk into the mountain alone trips, I don't think I'm made for that. And most of us aren't. Let's be real. Anyway, that's me saying, like, and you know why this all happened? It's because Seoul just does not open on weekends. If it only opened on like yesterday, I could have gotten it done yesterday, and then today the results would have been in my hand and I wouldn't have fretted so much. And you know what? My host was kind enough to get it printed for me, the bills. I just came back on a taxi, and I slept in the taxi. I never sleep in cars. I do not sleep in cars. I slept in that taxi because I was so tired and like, that driver was really good. I asked him if he could come in the morning, and he said no, I cannot. So anyway, I also booked a taxi for tomorrow morning at 6, so I'll have to go now and just stitch this video, which is what I wanted to do. And if anybody is interested, I can go in detail of like what happened and how I got it and what was the procedure of the CGNE. But it's better if like you guys have any questions, you put it in the comments, and I'll just revert on the comments, because it's useless to just add content to the video and reduce its meaning. But like, yeah, traveling alone has taught me a few things here and there. And tomorrow morning I'm going back home. See you tomorrow. I would also, by the end of this video, like to thank my mother, my father, my families, my friends who have been so nice to me on like every social media platform. Tanmay, Bhanu, Anvesha, Shikha, Janvi, obviously Anushka. Anushka ke bina kuch nahi hota. Anushka literally helped me pack, literally, like she was going and she helped me pack. She was the only person that was like, oh, don't worry, your visa will come. You don't worry, your visa will come. And I was like, I'm not sure if it will come. I have tried my best. No. And she was going before me, okay, 10 days before me. But she had me pack like 10 days earlier via a video call. She gave me time, man. She gave me time. And then, yeah, I really worked hard for this. I've tried being very, particular about everything. And let's hope tomorrow there are no scenes and I just exit the airport in Delhi by 6 p.m. tomorrow. Thank God. Thank you, Bhagwanji. Thank you for this opportunity. Thank you for this experience. And I might return to Korea with friends, but not alone ever again. Till then, see you. I probably will not upload tomorrow because I'll be tired and I'll be talking to my parents and stuff. The day after, on 1st, you'll probably get a video of like the summary of the trip. And that will be my vlogs ending. If you like this kind of content, do let me know. It's difficult for me to make these because I don't generally speak or experience too much. I try to live very minimalistically. But if you like this kind of content, we can have the chit chat about it. It's not that difficult to create anymore. See you later. Bye bye.